All right, everybody, 6 pill 454 for Reginald. This one is actually in the large 6 pill cabinet. I have also had some 8 pill 454s used in this same cabinet, but this is a 6 pill 454. So with the 454s, general rule of thumb, on the 4 pills, I usually tell people 60 to 75, 80 watts PEP going in. The 6 pill, probably going to say 80 to 100 watts PEP going into these. And then the 8 pill is generally like 120 to 150 watts PEP going into them. Now, some people have put up to 200 watts into the 8 pill. And these 454 transistors have proved to be pretty rugged. I don't know that anybody's had any trouble with them of note. But again, you can have trouble with anything. I'm not saying they're indestructible, but they are pretty tough. And what they're good for, again, I like to mention this in every video to bring some attention to it. They're kind of a medium drive transistor. So you got all these radios out there today that are like 60 watts, 80 watts, 100 watts. And it's hard to find an amp that you get the most out of with those kind of radios. You're either underdriving or you're overdriving. So it's like, you can't use a dang 60 watt radio to go into a 2-driving 4, but it's not enough to drive a straight 4. Well, in steps the 454 amps that seem to respond well to low amounts of drive, or medium, should I say, amounts of drive. So I'm going to use the 29 Chrome with it here with the RFX 95. We're going to be putting just about 100 watts PEP into this guy. Some people may tell you that it can take more. That's fine. Myself, I would run between 80 and 100 watts PEP into it, and whatever it does is what it does. You've got dual hot wires coming out of it here, and it has a lug on the back for the ground. And I do believe this one actually has a remote jack. Yep, it has a remote jack on it. So, really nice amp. I was expecting this to come in a 4-pill 2879C cabinet, and was pleasantly surprised when it came in this larger cabinet. So the customer is actually getting a little bit better deal on the amp for their money than what I was anticipating. So the first test we're going to do is going to be at 14.7. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to back it down to like 12 volts and some change. And when I do that, our radio is only going to be doing about 75 or 80 watts when I back it down. But for right now, 14.7 is where we're at. Swinging about 100 watts PEP into it. Let's just see what kind of current we're drawing out the gate here. Hello. So under 60 amps for the most part there. So pretty dang good, not drawing a whole ton of current. Come over here to the bird. We've actually got it on peak first. So bottom scale is going to be the 1,000 watt slug here, 1,000 watt scale. Hello, audio. 900 watts PEP. Now the average power on it is probably going to be pretty good. Oh heck yeah. So 400 watts average. So it's doing the dang average, kind of like what I'd expect, almost out of a 4-pill 2879C. Hello. A little bit over 400 average, pretty dang good. So you might ask yourself, well, why in the hell would I buy this instead of a 4-pill 2879C? Well, to answer that, I actually just did a video on a 4-pill 2879C earlier with this radio, and it did about 100 watts less average. Now the PEP was in the same ballpark. I think it did 800 watts PEP, while this guy's doing 900 watts PEP, but the average power was significantly less on that 4-pill 2879C because it takes more drive to get the power out of it. Whereas this 6-pill 454, about half the drive that 4-pill 2879C needs. So that is why you would, more opt for like the 6-pill 454 over the 4-pill 2879C. Now both have their applications, but that's the appeal of this amp and this transistor. So 400 watts average, 900 watts PEP. That is at 14.7. Let's bump it on down here and go down to, should we really even go in the 12s? Probably not, but we're going to anyway. Come on. All right, let's go 12.8. We'll call it good, 12.8. And we're still on average power. Now we have no carrier right now because we've lowered our dead key, or lowered our voltage so much. Hello. And still swinging almost 300 average. Hello. And look at there, 600 watts, 650 or so PEP. Audio 1, 2, 3. Audio 1, 2, 3. Audio 1, 2. Audio. So 650 watts PEP. And if you guys were curious, here's what we're putting into it radio-wise. Hello, 1, 2, audio, 1, 2, audio, check, 1, 2, audio. I was showing about 95 or so going into it. So it really didn't drop our radio down that much. But the voltage decrease, you can see, has a pretty good little effect on the amp here. Just dropping 2 volts basically caused us to lose, 100 watts average and 250 watts PEP, give or take. But that's it, guys. 6-pill 454. I really like them. I think the customer will be pretty happy with this one. Nice running amp. Really badass to run with the 955, 655. Trying to think what else. The Anytones, the Quad 5, the Quad 5 N2. And you don't necessarily have to hit them, with 80 or 100 watts. You can hit them with a 50 or 60 watt radio and still see some good output out of it. The major fall off you're probably going to have is going to be on the average power. They're probably going to do a bit less on the average power. 39 VHP, I was just looking over here. The Ranger 39 VHP Plus, probably a good candidate for this or the 8-pill 454. And that's it, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. Questions, comments, shoot me a text, 423-299-3535. I'm going to get some more of these in, but I will tell you, if you want to secure one of these, you'll definitely want to prepay me on them. Otherwise, there's no guarantee. Thanks, guys. See you, bye.